Hi, this is Monica from Numberly. I just wanted to tell you a little story about a founder that I was speaking to the other day. And he basically said to me, well, I'm a visionary and I've got this really big idea. I'm going to be raising several $1 million from a hugely prominent investor who has been known to write checks at the very first meeting. So can you help me? I've got a budget already, and I just need your help in knowing whether the budget looks reasonable. So I asked him a few questions. The first one was, hey, can you tell me a little bit about, your business? What exactly is it that you do? And he said, well, I can't tell you because it's such a big idea. We're in stealth mode. So I thought, okay, I've seen your budget, and you have about $2 million in costs because you're paying all these team members a lot of money. So can you help me understand where the revenues are going to come from to be able to pay those team members? Because in the budget, I don't see any revenues being forecast. And his answer was that there's no revenues because investors don't care about revenues. Based on my stage, and they'll understand that it's all about growth. So I said, okay. And if you don't have any revenues, do you have an LOI, or do you have any users on your platform? Have any of the customers that you plan to target, have they expressed any interest in helping you beta test? And he said, well, I've started having those conversations, but I don't have anything concrete yet. And then I said, do you have a product? Is it either already out there? Are you showing it to potential customers? And he said, well, the product development is still in progress. We haven't finished it yet. And I thought to myself, oh boy, this is going to be a difficult conversation. It's not going to end well because someone needs to tell him the truth, and it's going to be something that is going to be hard, and he's not going to want to hear it. And the advice that I gave him, I hope is going to be helpful for you as well, which is that the first one is to be humble, because being a visionary is something that history will decide about you, but only looking backwards. Right now, it's very important to be humble, to be honest, to be transparent, and it's something that, in my personal experience, investors value very, very highly. The second thing I told him was, don't be afraid to share your idea. So forget about the stealth mode, because the most important thing right now, in addition to customers and traction, which I'll talk about in a second, is feedback. And the only way you're going to get feedback is to share your idea with as many people as possible, particularly those who are potentially going to use it, so users and customers, and just really listen to what they have to say, because your idea about your product may actually not be their idea about your product, and all of that feedback is crucial at this stage in particular, and the only way you're going to get it is to share your idea, put it out there. The third thing that I shared with him was that the budget focused on a lot of things other than what was really important. So laser focus on the things that matter, and they are customers, users, revenues, any kind of traction that will show you have at least the green shoots of product market fit. And then finally, I said, brace for impact, because in these early stages, the amount that you will fundraise successfully will not have an M next to it. It will very likely be a K. And depending on what stage you are, it actually may be a much lower K number than you may have thought. There's a very good reason that there's a whole funding round named for friends and family, because they are the ones who will believe in you when you don't yet have the proof points for others to believe in you. I hope that's helpful. Please go to numberly.io if you have any other questions. Thanks very much.